I'll pick.
Hello everyone, my name is Orion, and I am going to teach all of you all how to play Dota 2. So Dota 2 is a multiplayer online battle arena in which two teams of 5, the Radiant and the Dire, pit against each other in a long lane match.
I know what life is worth.
The game has 3 lanes: the top lane, the middle lane,
Prepare for battle.
and the bottom lane. Each lane is protected by creeps, which will spawn here in just about a minute. Each lane has 3 towers. This tower, 4 towers if you want to count the middle, but you got the tier 3, tier 2, and tier 1. And the same thing on the Dire side, tier 3, tier 2, and tier 1. And this happens in each lane, here and there, as well as here and there, and on both lanes on this side. The goal of the game is to protect your lanes, and to keep the enemy team from pushing and taking down your ancient.
30 seconds to battle.
In 30 seconds we'll show you what a creep looks
I'll
like.
give it my all.
Creeps spawn from what are known as barracks. You have a melee barracks and ranged barracks on each lane, here and here, and here and there as well. And same thing on the Dire side, of course. The things are mirrored, the lanes are mirrored. Each lane has its exact copy of the other.
The battle begins.
Alright, and these are
Show
creeps.
me where I can do the most good.
Each creep spawn has a 2 melee creeps, 3 melee creeps, and a ranged creep. They'll march down the lane just like this until they hit the enemy wave of creeps, which have the exact same look to them. They're just red. There you go. There's a melee creep for the Dire and the ranged creep for the Dire. And they'll push and fight each other at the lanes until one set kills out the other set. They spawn every so often.
For the greater
I believe
good.
it's every 30 seconds, but I could be wrong. And they will fight each other until bitter death, or, you know, someone kills them. Whatever. Also, in the game is creeps in the jungle. So down here you have 2 small camps, 2 mid, and 2 large camps, and then the ancient camps. So there's your small camp
Duty
there.
calls.
And these spawn different kinds of neutral creeps. They won't attack you unless you attack them or get too close.
At once.
And then there's the large neutral creep of the game called Roshan. He is up in this area here.
Time is short.
Hi, Roshan. Okay, that's Roshan. Big guy. Levels up as the game progresses. Drops an item called the Aegis of the Immortal. Allows you to respawn after you die
With a will.
once. And it's used up. This game has about 120-ish. Sorry, I don't have an exact count. Playable characters. Each one of them is called heroes.
Willingly.
I'm playing as Huskar currently. Each hero has a set of 4 to 6
Swiftly now.
special attacks, and they are mapped to Q, W, E, and R.
Yes.
Some of these abilities can be passive. To use the ability, you just press the button or click, and you'll have it activated.
An
And
honor.
then you just click on the enemy you want to use it on, say that creep over there, and there you go, just like
With
that.
all my heart.
Some abilities like Huskar's Berserker's Blood are passive, which allows him to use it without ever having to activate it. These 3 abilities, your first 3 abilities, your Q, W, and E, are your standard abilities.
All I'm given,
And then
I
you
will
have your
give
R,
back.
which is considered your ultimate. Your ultimate ability allows you to do a lot of damage generally do a lot of damage to enemies. It also is your strongest attack and generally has the longest cooldown. Of course, this isn't the same for every
With
character.
all my heart.
Each attack does have a cooldown, except for a select few. Huskar's Burning Spear is a auto cast, so I can cast it as long as I have the. Well, for him it's health, but most characters it's mana to cast it.
At once.
Invulnerability, or sorry, inner vitality does have a cooldown, and it will take some time to make it to it.
Yes.
Oops, doesn't.
With a will.
Also, I knew all the commands. Doesn't. Oh, that's a new one. I need to show you that. That is the siege creep. It spawns every so often. I believe it's
Swiftly
every
now.
3 waves, maybe 4. But that will target the towers first,
Attack.
as soon as it gets in range of a tower. As you can see, the little triangles here, the dire side also has neutral creeps here and there and there and there and there.
Willingly.
Like I said, each map is kind of a mirror of the other.
The gods wish more of me.
Okay, we're going to use Inner Vitality, and you can see the
Call
clock
upon your
start.
strength.
It's got a 25-second cooldown on its first level, and it'll continue to tick down until it hits that 25-second mark, in which case it will
Your
be
bottom tower
usable
is
again,
injured.
provided I have the mana for it.
Yes.
Oh, there's an ancient stack. That's the dragons.
Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
And that's the in and out basics of it. I mean, you have that's the lay of the land, so to speak. The towers do a high amount of damage. They also don't heal. Provide under normal circumstances. There are ways to heal the towers, which I'll get into later.
I'll give it my all.
And with that, oh, that's one other thing I should probably go into. So this, on the Radiant side, this is the shop. And you can see all the items here. You can switch the view at the top right corner. Your view will usually start like this, and you can switch consumables, attributes, armaments, and arcane. And in upgrades tab, you've got common, support, caster, weapons, armor, and artifacts. You can also switch your view over to a grid view, in which case consumables are down this lane in your basic tab. Your attributes are down this lane, armament, so on, and then in the upgrades it changes again. Whatever you're looking for is down that certain lane. So, again, each hero has a different set of items that their starting build is. I'm using a player-made starting build, and you can go into this tab here at the top. You can click here, and it gives you the starting builds. And you open that up. It gives you all of the starting builds that's most of the starting builds that's been put onto the community, as well as Valve's starting build, which this is what you'll start out with as a suggested build. And it'll give you your items and tell you what it wants you to buy. And then you can always pick one of the other ones. And they give you a rating here as to see who has the most rating, the highest ratings, usually the better ones. And then in this tab you can see all the heroes, which of course it's just me because I'm not playing with anyone else right now during bot match. You'll be able to see their level, their kills, deaths, and assists in this tab. And then you have the combat log, which we aren't worried about right now. And the shared unit control, again, we're not worried about that. And the shared content tab, which if someone's sharing an announcer, like I have the Juggernaut announcer in here, you'll be able to use that with everyone else. And
For the greater good.
There's that, and then there's two other shops. There's the side shops.
Your top tower is under attack.
And down here are both side shops, and the secret shops here and here.
Time is short.
So to get to the secret shop, you'll go up on the Radiant side. You'll go this way. Usually, I mean, you can go however you want to go, but you'll go through this way, come around this area here, and all the way up to here. So this is the secret shop on the Radiant side. Say hi. And And over here is the secret shop on the dire side. I'm just going to go ahead and show you. There he is. And then the side
With
shop
all my heart.
is up this way. We're walking. So teleport scrolls and boots of travel are nice. But we'll get
Swiftly
into this
now.
later. This is the side shop. It carries a certain type of item. Each side shop's the same. You've got this side shop here and this one over here, of course. These side shops carry just these, and that's all. And the secret shop carries a specific set of items, which I should have showed you whenever I was over there the first time. See the creeps up here, they're pushing back to this tower. They're damaging it a little bit. The object, of course, of the game is to push down all 3 towers in the lane, and then push down these 2 towers. You'll notice that these ones are highlighted purple. It's because they're invulnerable. They can't be hurt because the tower in front of them isn't taken down. Okay, here's the secret shop. You've got the Orb of Venom, the Ring of Health, the Void Stone, the Energy Booster, the Vitality Booster, the Point Booster, the Hyper Stone, Demon Edge, Mystic Staff, Reaver, the Eagle Song, and Sacred Relic. And all those that you can only get, well, mostly get those at the secret shop. Really, the last half here can only be obtained in the secret shop. The other ones can be gotten in the side shop. Okay, you see how this one says it's invulnerable? That's because this tower up here hasn't fallen. And so...
At once.
And so the tower can't be hurt. Even if I ran over here and started trying to attack this one, it would tell me invulnerable, just like this. There you go, just like that. It says target invulnerable. And same way with everything else. Anything that's behind a tower, well, behind any building that's behind a tower.
Weigh your
I can go
fate.
over here and attack the first one without any problems. So that's pretty much the basics. That's what you need to know right off the bat, is where everything is, how to do stuff.
I'll give it my all.
You move by right-clicking. I should have probably mentioned that earlier. You just right-click the map.
Willingly.
Character follows your right-clicking. We run around in circles. You view stuff by left-clicking.
With a will.
Also, how you use your abilities. So, say I pressed Q. I can use that on me by left-clicking, or I can, well, I can't target creeps with that, whatever.
Duty calls. Yes.
You can also follow creeps or heroes by right-clicking on them. You'll follow them all the way forward.
Time is short.
Attack. This game, you level up. You get
For the greater
experience just by
good.
standing around. The experience, as long as an enemy creep dies, whether it's by your hand, by someone else's hand, as long as it's not an enemy that kills them, because you can't deny creeps, but more on that later. But say that.
Is that all?
As long as creeps are dying near your presence and it's your team that's
With all
killing
my
them,
will.
you will gain XP from the kill.
Your middle tower is
And
under
XP
attack.
allows you to level up.
Will not go to waste.
You can also gain gold, but you have to get the last hit, and I'm not really good at that, so you'll have to forgive me. Seen it earlier, but I'll try to do it again. There you go. Hit him with the last attack. As long as you're the one that kills him directly, he will
With
give
a
you
will.
gold. And it varies depending on the creep. There's a really good tutorial on that in the Dota Cinema. I believe has one. A really good tutorial on what creeps drop and how much they drop. But I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Yes.
Just like that. See, 41 from him, 50 from him, and then they're going to attack the tower. Just like that. So that's a basic overview. Again,
Your top tower is under attack. Best step to it.
I'll go ahead and go up here and I'll show you that. I know I've done it a few times, but we'll see it again.
Your top tower is defending itself bravely.
There we go. Okay, so now I have to level up.
Sacrifice.
And of course, like I said, I'm using a fan-made build or a
At once.
community-made build, so it's telling me what I should level up now. And you see now, you see how it says next upgrade at Hero 6. You can't see where I'm pointing, but it's there. You cannot get your ultimate, which is your R, into level 6. Everything else can be picked up pretty early on.
Time is short.
Each one has a level requirement, and I'm meeting them all right now, so
The hunt is on.
we'll just go ahead and look at that one where it says next tier upgrade at level 6. That is your next upgrade. That's your next
In
level.
fate's hands.
And actually it'll be my next level. Now creeps are special. They'll chase you down. They have about a 2-second ish, unless they've changed it recently, attention span. They will follow you and
I
attack you
stake my life on it.
until they find something better. If there's something better nearby. If not, they'll follow you all over the map until they find something better to attack. Now, the towers have something interesting called backdoor protection, and I'll show you that now. You'll always want to stay behind your creeps, always. And
Willingly.
at least as a beginner. If you'll get to the point where you'll say, oh, you know, I
Duty
can take it,
calls.
or I can dive that tower, or I can do that, or I can do this. But for the most part, you want to stay behind your
I'll
creeps. The
give it
creeps
my
take the
all.
brunt of your damage. Okay, this guy has backdoor protection, and I don't think he does, but we'll see. That one doesn't. Shoot. Too many creeps, too close.
An honor. With all my heart.
Yeah, my creeps are too close. Oh well.
A meager offering.
These usually have a thing called backdoor protection. It allows them to not take damage unless there are creeps nearby. I guess my creeps are just a little too close for comfort
Swiftly
for
now.
it, so it doesn't have that protection. But that, when there's not enough creeps nearby to attack a tower, the tower, when you attack it, will heal itself. Again, one of those special
Time
cases.
is short.
Your middle tower is under attack. How could you let that happen?
One of those special cases. If you have an ability that you can use on yourself, you can use
Your
it
middle
and
tower
inflict
is
your
fighting for
affliction.
its life.
That'll give
An
you
honor.
the automatically give you the ability. If you can use it on yourself. Now that's, you know,
With all my
Your middle tower is under attack.
that all depends on the ability and what you're using. There's my level 6. That's my ulti. Okay, so after you hit level 6, you can get your ultimate. And that, for me, is a leap with Huskar. Attacks. Obviously wouldn't use that on a creep, because that's kind of a waste.
willing.
And I died. When you die, you have a certain set amount of respawn, and you also have a buyback button. If you happen to have the gold to buy back, you can click this button, and
This-
boop, there you are again.
I swear I shall not squander. With a will.
And so now you're back in the game, happy as can be,
I'll give it
because
my
you
all.
bought back. Now the buyback has a 5-minute or 6-minute. It's a 6-minute cooldown, and you can see the cooldown there over where I'm hovering. There's two types of gold. Now that we're hovering over the gold, there's reliable gold and unreliable gold. With reliable gold, it's gold you get from killing heroes, and I believe towers, but I'm not quite sure on that one. Yeah, it's definitely not the ones you get from killing creeps. See? Still no reliable gold. And since there's no heroes in this game, we're not going to worry about that. The difference between reliable gold and unreliable gold is that reliable gold doesn't get used when you die,
There can never be too much
and
sacrifice.
is used last whenever you purchase something. So you keep you use your unreliable gold first, and your unreliable gold is used up whenever you die. So that's the difference between those two golds.
Pain is power.
Unreliable gold you don't get from you automatically get so much gold. I think it's like 1 per second. as you're just standing there. You can stand there and just draw gold. It's a very slow way to get it, but it will work. And you of course use that gold to purchase things out of the shop. And when you're trying to purchase something out of the shop, you just right click on it, like this belt of giant strength. Right click on it, and there it comes. It goes into your stash because I'm not anywhere near a actual shop at the moment. But that's okay.
For the greater good.
So I'll take down this tower and I'll show you what the difference is between reliable gold and unreliable gold.
Steady on! Sacred speed. Feel stronger. Debt repaid. Know my pain. Steady on!
There we go.
The enemy's middle tower has died a noble
so
death.
now we have 429 reliable gold because it took down the tower. Just as easy as that. Okay, in the shop, different items build into better items. The boots of speed have one of the highest amount of customization to them. They give you 50 plus movement speed. They also build into either the boots of travel, which allow you to teleport to any allied non-hero unit or structure. The phase
Your bottom tower is under attack.
which gives you an increased
Not exactly a
movement speed
strategic
plus
benefit.
units when used. It's an active ability. The power treads, which is what I just picked up.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Not exactly a strategic benefit.
These are town portal scrolls. Sorry, let's go ahead and finish that first. Power treads, which have 3 different settings. You have strength, intelligence, and agility. You just switch those by either hitting the hotkey, which is X for me, or clicking on them. Left click, click. Alright. You have the arcane boots, which give you a mana boost to your mana pool, and replenish mana whenever you use them. They have a at least decent little cooldown here. Extra 25 or 55 seconds. You can see the amount of mana in the
Your middle tower is under attack. How could you let that happen?
It's the gray box with the white on it is the cooldown time, and the blue is the mana cost. I'm actually down here auto attacking creeps at the moment, or at least I was. And then the tranquil boots, which have a 60-second cooldown and a 25 mana cost, provide a boost of health. Now boots don't stack. At least the movement speed from boots don't stack. They are a unique item modifier is what it's called. Same way with the Morbid Mask. The Morbid Mask is a unique item modifier and doesn't stack with other Morbid Masks or any of the things that Morbid Mask builds into. Okay, so these are Town Portal Scrolls. Town Portal Scrolls allow you to teleport to any target-friendly building. Alright, and that's a little different from the
Time is short.
From the Boots of Travel, which allow you to travel to any hero or any allied non-hero unit. Or
Your top tower is under attack.
We'll take down this tower here. Again, more reliable goal taking down
Your
this
top tower is under attack. Let's step to it. The enemy's bottom tower has paid for its impudence.
The gods grant me life, nor shall I waste it.
Alright, and then we'll just use this and see channels here, down here at the bottom. It has a channeling bar, and then it teleported me over to this tower. Now I'm going over to this tower, obviously, to defend it because it's getting attacked.
'Tis good to give.
Those are something you always want to have on your person, these Town Portal Scrolls. You can pick them up from either the side shop, try to carry
With
2,
all
3,
my heart.
that way you don't run out. They have about a minute cooldown, but that's okay. But you keep the, you can pick them up from either side shop or the main shop.
More to give.
We'll take down this tower.
'Tis vital.
Right click to auto attack. Right click. Left click to move. Again.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
My pain.
And just like that, swing your, attack your enemies. Just push down the lane.
Crimson.
Right click on that. Perfect, just like that. Again, you can use abilities on yourself by clicking yourself, but you may run into the problem where
Willingly.
you're standing there in the middle of a bunch of creeps, and oh, well, oops, I've clicked on a creep and used it. And while this ability doesn't target creeps, there are abilities that do, and you don't want to use it on a creep, you want to use it on a hero. So you can either click yourself, or you can click your picture, clicky, there you go,
Strength.
just like that, and then you use the ability on yourself. Now, items, on the other hand, you can
Swiftly now.
double click the item, or double click the item's hotkey, either with the Urn of Shadows down here, minus Z. I can double click and do that, or I can press the use button twice, and it teleported me back home, right back to the fountain. If you use the town portal scroll twice, something I didn't actually know, but that's cool. And so you can pick up your items from here. Usually support will grab one of these, but this is a courier. This little guy will carry your items for you. He can be upgraded to a flying courier. And then he'll be able to move faster, and also has a ultimate where he can travel at extreme speeds for a few seconds. And then it has a 40-second cooldown. We'll go ahead and upgrade
Your middle tower is fighting for its life.
like that, and we can go right over here and we'll see him. There's the courier. He's also able to be player controlled. So there he is. If you click on him,
Your middle tower is
you can
under
control the
attack.
courier. Now, this makes it to where you can't click on you can't like just scroll back to yourself and start moving. You have to click on
Your bottom
either
tower
on
is
yourself
under
to start
attack.
moving around, or you click on your picture. Say, oh my gosh, let's move quickly. Oh my gosh,
Your bottom
I
tower is
accidentally
injured.
clicked the courier, and I have no idea where my character's at. Okay,
Your
so
bottom
holy
tower
crap,
is under
I'm
attack.
controlling the courier. How do I stop controlling the courier? Why am I still controlling him? I wish I couldn't. I don't know where I'm at. Double click on your picture,
Your bottom tower has crumbled to
and
dust.
you're back to you. And then you can go over here. You can see the courier on the map. Just send him back home.
At once.
So you can double click your picture on the top bar here where the kills are and the deaths, and it'll automatically pull you back to you. It'll automatically pull your camera back to you. That only works if they're on your team, and it will pull a camera to anyone that's on your team.
With a will.
So if I had teammates, I'd click on them. It'd show me where they were.
Weigh your
So
fate.
they're pushing out our bottom lane here. So what we'll do is we'll come here and we'll just kill them off.
Accepted.
And a lot of this is, at least in the beginning, is killing creeps. Eventually, it's not so much killing creeps as much as
Your top tower is defending itself
killing
bravely.
heroes. And obviously, there's no enemy heroes, so we aren't going to
Give it up.
completely worry about that yet.
Your top tower is defending itself bravely.
Again,
For the greater good.
attacking top, and so with me, I would do this. There's down here. There's a glyph of fortification.
Radiant structures are fortified.
You use it, and it automatically fortifies
Your
your
top
structures.
tower is under attack.
Feel stronger.
Just like that. So that keeps your lane. Your job is to make sure that your towers do not fall under any circumstances. As a hero,
The potential for sacrifice is great.
you want to make sure that you do not lose your towers.
I'll give it my all.
They're your frontline defense against everything. So, you do your best
Willingly.
as you possibly can to keep the towers from
Draw
falling.
upon your strength.
Whether that involves teleporting to a lane to help out your friends where they're struggling, or going to an empty lane, teleporting to an empty lane, and taking down a wave of creeps that's pushing too close to your tower.
With all my heart.
But you want to defend your towers at all costs, because that is the name of the game. That is what that's what keeps you from losing.
In pain is power.
Your middle tower is under attack. How could you let that happen?
In fate's hands.
The Glyph of Fortification has a 5-minute cooldown. So use it when you know you're going to be able to jump in, get in there, and push out the wave and save the tower. Kind of deal.
An honor. Yes.
We'll go ahead and push this middle lane out. We'll go ahead and work on taking that next tower out.
I'd stake my life on it.
Okay, so now that I have items in my stash, I have two options to go and get those items. I can either
I'll risk it.
run all the way back to base and take all that time to run all the way back to base to get my items, or I can come down here and I can click courier deliver items, and then again come over here. There's a little picture of the courier, and then you can press R or click and he'll speed up, and just click back on your character. Again,
Strength
using an
is healing.
ability on me. But he's bringing me some stuff, and that'll get me another item.
I'll give it my all.
Ta-da, the item. And so the courier will deliver it, and then he'll run back to base as quick as he can. The courier can be killed. It's, however, immune to magic, so the only way it can be killed is by physical attacks, which
Know my pain.
anyone like Huskar, who's ranged, can pretty much pull that off in 2-3 hits. So you want to try to keep your courier out of dangerous areas, because if he dies, he has, I think, a 3-minute respawn, but it could be 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Time is short.
The courier doesn't get killed very often, but it's not impossible. I'm just gonna let this tower kill or attack me, and I'll kill it out. The more it hurts me, the more damage I do with Huskar. Or at least the more it attacks me, I don't know.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Which equates into more damage per second, which means I deal more damage.
In pain is power.
Alright, and so there's that lane's out, and so now the creeps are pushing right on through here.
For a good
And
cause.
we'll just go ahead and keep taking these guys down. I'll wait for 1600 and grab that next.
At once.
So now we'll go down here and we'll teleport to this, because they're getting pretty close to that tower and it's almost dead.
I'll risk it. Swiftly now.
Alright. Of course, you've seen me opening up the guide and buying items. When you click, you'll have your items on the left.
My
You
gratitude.
can actually go on here and you can click them, left click, and it'll show you the recipe for them down here in this little slot. And then all you have to do is find the item and right click on the item, and you'll buy the item that you're clicking on. You can also say I wanted to buy Daedalus. Okay, so
Your bottom tower is under
crystals.
attack.
Well, crystals
Not exactly
use
a
broadsword
strategic benefit.
and blades of attack. So
With a will.
if I'm working on Daedalus and I want to get
Your
that
bottom
stuff,
tower is injured.
I'll go ahead and click that, and it'll pull it up right in my thing, show me what I can buy now,
Steady
and when I
on!
can buy it, if I have the money for it, all that
Your
fun
bottom
stuff.
tower
I'm actually
is injured.
working on my King Bars, so,
Duty calls.
and see, here's the problem. My bottom tower is being attacked.
Your bottom
I
tower
don't
is
have
under
no
attack.
teleport scrolls,
Not exactly a
so
strategic benefit.
now I can't just get down there, like, now and take care of that tower.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
So that's
The enemy's top tower received no mercy.
of having teleport scrolls on you at all times is so you can go down and make sure that that tower is not being killed. We're gonna go ahead and take this lane out the rest of the way, and we'll go down to their tier 3 tower. Because it looks like that tower kind of defended itself
Weigh your fate.
and then the creeps are coming in to back those other creeps up, so
The hunt is on.
so we'll go on in here. And now this one's ready to be attacked. Go off the
Yes.
steps here and let this creep start getting shot by that. The important thing is, especially whenever you're working with having towers up nearby, you want to let your creeps go in on that tower first because it'll take the brunt of the damage. You'll deal the brunt of the damage to the tower, but that tower will deal a lot of damage to you on its own, so you don't want to get hit by that often. Obviously, right now,
The gods grant me life.
and I'm able to
Nor
take
shall
it,
I waste it.
but
For the greater good.
see how quickly it brought down that part there, that catapult.
Feel stronger. Yes. Tis good.
Also, notice this burning spear down here. It says auto cast affects enemy units and damages magically. So whenever a ability says auto cast, you can right click on it, and it will automatically cast on anything that can take damage from that ability. So now, my burning spear is casting automatically,
Draw upon
Your
me.
middle tower is fighting for its life.
setting things on fire just like
In
that.
fate's hands.
Obviously, the tower's magic.
Your middle tower is under attack. How could you let that happen?
And we'll go ahead and take out this tower. Alright, tower's
The
down.
enemy's top tower has fallen. Yes, that's how it's done. Your middle tower is fighting for its life. Your middle tower has fallen.
Its strength is healing.
Alright, so watch what happens whenever we take out these racks here. This melee barracks and the ranged barracks. It'll actually announce it over the announcer.
The enemy's top racks have fallen. The enemy's top
Alright.
barracks have been demolished.
So now the barracks have been demolished, and that's a regular barracks.
More offering.
The enemy's bottom tower has
There
fallen.
we go. That is a mega creep, and the next wave of creeps that spawn out will have all mega creeps in it,
Time is short.
and I'll tell you more about them in a moment. Okay. There they are. There's a mega melee creep
More to give.
and a mega ranged creep. These guys are infinitely stronger than their smaller regular brethren and can push a lane just about by themselves. And left alone, they'll probably end up winning this game for us before I get the chance to clear out the rest of the lanes. You don't have to clear out any more lanes than this. This is a unique situation. See, this tower and these two things here are invulnerable. Or, well, this tower's not, but these two things here are invulnerable. They can't be hurt where they're glowing purple. However, these two can, because we took down this lane's tower and barracks. We've opened up ourselves to being able to actually complete this game without taking out the rest of the barracks and the rest of the towers.
Swiftly now.
Simply by going through and attacking this tower and taking down these two towers, the tier 4s, we can go in and we can take down Dire's Ancient.
With all my will. An honor.
However, that seems good tower.
Its strength is healing.
auras, but we're going to go ahead and try to get mega creeps throughout everything. Every lane. We'll try to get mega creeps on every lane. And that's kind
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Death by 1,000
kind
cuts.
of a death sentence for any. That's kind of a death sentence for the other team, is to pull mega creeps on them.
I'd stake my life
On all lanes. It basically says.
The enemy's middle barracks were no match for your greatness.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone come back from having every lane with mega creeps in it. It's just too hard to defend against. See right there, they've already pushed their way through, and that tower is probably going to be gone.
The enemy's middle barracks have fallen.
Sacred speed.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Draw upon your strength.
So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take down this tower here, and see this is still invulnerable. Until we take down this tower, and then we can start taking
The enemy's
down
middle
range.
tower has died a noble death.
And so we'll go.
Radiant victory.
There you go, just like that. There's the ancient walls, all the spears, and that's how you play. It's simple and easy, and it's probably one of the hardest games to get the hang of. Simply because it's got the learning curve of climbing a brick wall with your teeth. So that's Dota 2. That's obviously Dota 2 without the enemy or without the heroes on either side. I'll be doing a more in-depth playthrough, showing you the individual creeps and showing you each little nuance, not nuance, but the basics of the game, and giving you all a better view of how the game's played. We'll get a one versus one. We'll have probably Cav Bear come in and show you what it's like to fight another hero, and we'll go through and have another little tutorial, and I'll be posting tutorials like this more often. That way, anyone that wants to learn can learn the game, and I'll teach you the best I know, and if I can't teach you, I'll point you in the direction of someone who can. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and stop my stream here, and go ahead and message me either through Steam or on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whichever. You can catch me on Facebook at facebook.com/ hang on real quick, I think it's facebook.com/ Orion Gaming, or on Twitter at twitter.com/ Orion Gaming as well. Same thing. You can catch you're obviously watching my stream, so you can catch my stream anytime. I'll post as much as I can. I'm also on YouTube at youtube.com/ Orion Gaming Online, spelled the same way. Check me out, check out the videos, subscribe, like, share, whatever, and I will catch you all a little later.